So today we will start with a new topic, that is your list manipulation. List manipulation means you can store multiple elements inside the square bracket and that will be separated by comma. So I will show you all the examples. Let's create first empty set, empty list. Sorry. Empty list means blank list, there will be no value. So if I will write like this, L equal to and square bracket, it means there is no value in my square bracket. It means this is my empty list. So whatever you will write inside the square bracket, that will become your list, and the values which you will put inside the square bracket, that will be known as elements. So now I am going to store integer values. So I can say here list of integer, because I'm going to store all numbers here. So let me create one more list. L, earlier it was blank. Now I am going to create one integer list where I can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 different integer values. And when I am going to print this, I will write like this, print L. And to execute this, I will press F5. So before that, I have to save this file. And when you will see the output, it will display here on the bottom of the screen. You can see this was a blank list and I have not written any print statement, so it's not showing anything. But here I've created a list with 4 numbers, and the same thing I am going to display here, and that will be separated by comma. So this is inside the square bracket and all values are separated by commas. It means this is a list. So how to display list? This I have shown here. This is a integer value. All these are integer value which I am putting inside my square bracket. So list basically you can hold multiple values. Normally when we are talking about any variable, in one variable you can store only single value. But list is a place where you can store multiple values. Okay, if you find any problem, please ask me. Next one is this is my comment. Again, I'm going to make comment here, and I'm going to write here list of mixed data type. Mixed data types means different types of values I can have. I can have numbers, decimal values, and characters or word I can store. So let's take one more. L1 is my second list, and I'm going to store value in this. So let's take 2. This is my integer value. 2.5. This is my 2.5. This is my decimal value, and I can write any character with a single inverted comma, and I can have any fruit name or word with again single inverted comma. And now if I will print this, I will write again print L1 and I will press F5. So you can see the output is showing, means in list you can have not only integer value, but you can have different types of value. This is called integer value. This one is your decimal. Then you have character, and then you have word. So in list you can store different types of values. This is called data type, because you will say here this is your integer value, this is your decimal. So integer, decimal, all these are your data type. Character, this is again a data type. Then this is a string, more than one character, this is your string. So you can say you can have different types of values in your one list. Now I can create a nested list also. Nested list means inside one list you can have another one. So I will write here nested list means I will write the definition also simultaneously. A list can even have another list as an item. So I'm going to create L2. This is my third list name, and I'm going to create different values in this. So I will write here inside a single inverted comma, I will write here, this is apple. This is my first list. Now inside this, I'm going to create one more list. So I will write here 2, 3, 4. This is my second list. And I will have one more list which will show character. So this is how there are three lists. One is apple, then 2, 3, 4 is your integer value, and third list carrying character. So if I am going to display here print L2, L2 will display all the values, because this is how you can see the simultaneously, because why I am doing practically, so that you can see the output simultaneously, and that will be much easier for you to understand. Uh, so it will show you. Till then, let me write another code until it's taking time to display output. Mm, wait. Till then, let me write. Now there is one more option, that is your empty list. Empty list. Just now we have created empty list here on the top, but there is another way to create empty list. So list can be created in different forms. So I will write here L4 equal to list. Oh, sorry, it's gone up. It's list, and this is my round bracket. So this is my blank list, no value is there. Okay, and I will write here print, and then in bracket I will write L4 my list name. And when I will execute this code, see the output of the previous code. It's taking time, system is slow. It's showing apple 234A. So means this again, it's again coming inside the square bracket, means this is a part of list. Okay, so you can have multiple means you can say nested list. Inside one list you can have another list where you can have different types of values, and this is how you are going to display. Then the next one is list. This is again a part of to creating the blank list. So on the top we have already created one blank list using like this, and there was no value, so I have not displayed anything. But if you want to display, you can write print, and then in bracket you can write like this, print and L. You can write like this also to display the value, but there will be no value. You will find only two square brackets, as I will show you here also. When I'm going to display this one, again you will find the output will be like this, two square brackets, because there is no value in a list. But when you will execute, then it will come in the square bracket, means this is a list, but there is no value in my list. So let me press F5. It takes time to execute. So till then, we will do the another one. Next one is, now I am going to store a word. See, this is a blank, output has come. This is a blank square bracket, means there is no value in a list, and this will ensure you that you are working with list. This square bracket will tell you you are using list, whether it is round bracket here, because there are multiple methods to create list. So next method is, now I am going to store string. String means a word in a list. So how to write that? Let me make comment this, and I will write here list from a string. Okay, so I will write here s, and whose value is Python. Let me write Python here. This is the value of s, and this is a normal variable whose value is Python. Now I am going to convert this value into list. For that, I will write here L5 equal to list, and now I will write inside the round bracket the name of this variable which is holding this value. So I will write L5 equal to list s, and now if I will print here, print L5. So after pressing F5, you will be able to see your output. You can let me explain you this thing again. This is my normal variable which is holding value Python. If I will write print s, you will be able to see this Python as it is. But I'm going to convert this s variable into list. So for that, I will first write the list here, because मुझे कहाँ convert करना है? I want to convert it into list. So I will write here S here, and that S I will store in the, it will convert it into list and will store in L5, and then we are going to display the value of L5. When you will see the output, it will come like this, and each and every element of S coming separated by comma, it's coming inside the square bracket. So it means Python, or the value of S, has been converted into list. So I hope it's clear to everyone. And next one is, now there is another term, tuple. There is another term is tuple. What is tuple? Tuple, which you can store, value of tuples which you can store inside the round bracket. So if you will, like in list, you have to store all the values inside the square bracket. But when we are talking about tuples, it means the values always come inside the round bracket. Now we can convert tuple values also into the list. So let me show you how we are going to create tuple. There are two terms, list, which we have just done, and this is a part of list also, which I'm just going to show you. And the tuple is not a part of list, but I'm just telling you that tuple is another term where you can store the value inside the round bracket, and you can convert the values of tuple or tuple into a list. So we are doing list manipulation, where we are going to convert the value of tuple into list. So for that, I will take one variable t, and I will write, I will take some value, that's Python p, like this, y, and then t, and then h, o, and n. This is my tuple because I am using round bracket, you can see here. So this is my tuple, and I'm going to convert this tuple into list using the last method. So I will write here L6 equal to, and I will write list here because I have to convert into list. And then inside the round bracket, I will write the tuple name, that is T. And when I will write here print L6, again you will find everything, the square, all the elements along with the square bracket. You can see here, uh, see, PYTHON, the same output is coming which was coming from the previous one. So you can store normal you can, means you can convert your normal variable value into list, you can convert your tuple into list. So these are the different methods which you can use to create list. There are different methods. Now list from list. What means list from list? Means you will create one list and you can convert it into again list. Or you can, or I can say in simple words, suppose A is, let me show you one example and then I will explain you. List from a list. So L1 equal to, let me take the above copy, let me copy from the top this value, and I will convert this into square bracket. This is my value, and Python is my value, and I'm going to convert this into square bracket because this is my list. So now this T is my list, which is holding value Python, and I'm going to convert this into another list. Means I'm copying one value of list into another variable. So T is also my list and T1 is also my list. So I want to copy value of this value into T1. So for that, I will write again the same thing, list, and now round bracket, and I will write the name of list, previous list, that was T. So I will write here copy T, and the same value will copy in T1. And when I will write here print, now I will not write print T because I know it's already list, but T1 it was not my list. So I just want to see whether I am able to copy the list value from to list. So print, and I will write here T1. I should get the same output. Can you see the output? Again, it's coming the same output. It means again, T1, value of T, I've copied into T1 and that's showing the same output. It means it's working. Is it clear to everyone? Class?
मैम मैम हम ये 15 और 16 नंबर्स कैसे ले रहे हैं?
This is not a 15, beta. This is L5 and this is
मैम
L6.
सॉरी सॉरी.
So you can write anything.